Good morning, Jacksonville Board of Realtors, real estate professionals. My name is Ken Brandon. I'm the managing broker of Coldwell Banker's Seacoast Advantages Jacksonville office. Now, I get asked pretty frequently how to pull up your individual stats or your office stats in our regional MLS. We have a tremendous amount of training here at Seacoast, as well as a number of agents that are very proficient in different areas that other agents here are able to reach out to. So sometimes I forget that other offices don't have those resources available to them. For that reason, I've put together this short video to show you how to pull your stats and your ranking and even compare it to the previous year. For me, it's about helping agents make reasonable progress in a reasonable amount of time to continue being successful in this business. Regarding your level of business, if you don't know where you were and when you were there compared to where you are now, you really aren't in control of your real estate business. So let me get down off my soapbox and get right into why you're watching this and give you the information you need to pull your stats. So what you'll see here is I'm on the home page, the dashboard, home dashboard for the regional MLS. The first place you're going to want to go is right here. This tab says statistics, and you'll see a drop down, and you want to scroll down to inventory and production and click that. Once you click inventory and production, there's a menu over here on the left hand side, and again scroll down to where you see saturation analysis and click saturation analysis. At this point, a screen's going to come up with a number of different items that you can use for search criteria. If you were looking for sales, all of these things, most of these things are cover sales information. I always just take out the residential rental. I don't want the rental information in there. It's not about the sales. And a way that you can deselect one, by default they're all selected. The way that you can deselect one is to hold the control button down and then click on that. So in this case, residential rental now is deselected. A number of other selections that you can make to make your search more specific or less specific. You can use a county, a city or township. You can even go by a subdivision. Now I'm going to keep this very general, but please know that you can make these selections and choices for each one of these. So I'm going to scroll down. I need to get down to the point where, in this case, I want to see what the ranking is for the Jacksonville Board of Realtors. So I am going to select Jacksonville Board of Realtors, and you'll see the association gets a check mark in that box. So that's the information that's pulling. I could have left that unchecked, and then the entire MLS's data would have shown up, or I can select another association that's in this list. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down to where it says saturation comparison types. You'll see that member is by default selected, but that's not going to give you your member ranking throughout the MLS or the association, whatever your search criteria is. That is your specific information. I encourage everybody to take a look at it because it gives you information about what you are doing specifically. What we need to do to see the comparison is select market share. So I'm going to highlight that circle button next to market share and then scroll down to the dates. In this case, I'm going to select this year as the dates. Just know I can put whatever date range I want in there. So I'm going to go back to January 1st. And I'm just going to leave it current through today. However, if you see the calendar pops up, if I click on that, and I could change the date. Once I've got the date range I want, I'm going to click next. The net is going to say use this selection, and by default it says rank members. If you're looking for your own specific numbers, then leave it on here. This is going to rank you as a member of the regional MLS. I don't want to pull up members' names in case somebody really would have preferred that I not do that. So I'm going to use rank offices. It's the same process. We're going to go through the same process to get the results. I'm just using offices. I'm going to click use this selection, and again, by default it's going to rank in this case offices based on number, but I could change that to dollar volume, and I can change the category. By default it's on sold. I want to see sold based on closed sales. Now this is important. When you scroll down, you've got some choices here. This could be member. If you were looking at members, it would say listing members, selling members instead of offices. Now, If you just want listing information, then leave it where it is by default. But if you want to get a total picture from you as a member in both the listings that you sold and on the buy side transactions that you were a part of, you need to select listing or selling members, or in this case, offices. Now that's all you need to do, but I'm also going to encourage you to select right here where it says include last year's calculations. And what that does is, based on the time frame that you selected on the first page, it will give you an indication of, it will give you the results from the time frame for this year and for that same time period of last year so that you can compare. By default, you're going to see there's 10 results show up. You may have to put a substantial larger number than that if you're looking for your ranking within the entire MLS or even within your association. But for this video, 10 is fine, and then I'm going to click next. And when I go to next, the results show up. Here we have the top 10 offices in the Jacksonville Board of Realtors so far for this year. And I want you to see it gives you a lot of information. It shows you the number of sides. It shows you the dollar volume for the year. It even gives you an average sales price. And then it gives you your market share based on the number of sides, your market share based on your volume within whatever you chose, in this case the Jacksonville Board of Realtors. And it also shows you last year's calculations. So you can honestly take a look and see if the volume that you were doing last year compared to this year, have you gone up, have you gone down? Are you doing more sides this year than last year? And I just think that's a pretty neat tool to be able to take a look at and see where you were last year compared to the same time frame this year. Hopefully that answers your questions about how to get your ranking. Please, if you have any other questions that I think can be answered in a short video, I'm going to give you my information here in just a second. You're going to have my phone number where you can call or text me. You're going to have my email address where you can send me an email. Please shoot me that question, and if I'm able, I'll do a quick video that will specifically address it, and hopefully it's going to help you with your business. Until next time, thank you.